Alright, we're live. Back going to try to take care of this second part. I recently uploaded this 800 count box, I believe it is, of sports cards. Got it for $9.89. You can see it, kind of. $9.89. Recently uploaded. Went through the 70s cards. And I did that footage probably a good, I don't know. What's up, Ethan? Probably a good couple months ago, maybe more. Some of the cards we got. Nothing. What's up, John? And he reaches the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing spectacular by any means, but for $10, this is a pretty good score, I would say. Let me work on this lighting here. Maybe I just need to forget about the tilt period. Alright, let's give this a shot. The problem with cards is a stupid glare. Let me lower it. Technical difficulties while we set up. It is what it is. Yes, it is really late. It's like the only time I can do this kind of stuff. Jeff Zahn. Card is screwed. Look at that. It's like it was folded 55 times in some punk kid's backpack. So if you haven't seen this video, it is uploaded. This was the first part. Some really, here's probably the best card out of the 70s that I've picked up. Dave Concepcion, 76. 1020 in Cali, yes sir. Not too late. This hat is horrible. It sucks. Bill Singer. Bobby Valentine. So we'll kind of see if anybody else comes in here, and then we'll get to the 80s cards that were in here. Bruce Bochy, manager for the Giants. Illinois, the Enzo for the touchdown. Fred Kendall, he's got glasses on. Is that Machete? I think it's Danny Trejo. That's not John Lowenstein. Scanlon. Billy Allman. There's this Ammon. Has he fallen off the tree? And he's Ammon, and now he's Almond. No, I was kidding. I'm just screwing with you guys. Dave LaCrutch. Gary Nolan. Look at this guy. He looks about as disinterested as it gets in taking this picture. You know what? I know where this is taken now. I don't know why I didn't recognize it earlier. This was taken at the old Oakland Coliseum. Before it probably was even called the Coliseum. What was it called even before the Coliseum? This is before Mountain Davis went in. This is the Oakland Hills in the background. It's gotta be. Watch it just be I mean, it's kind of blurry, hard to tell. Wild hair and face. Look at Dave Chalk. I mean, talk about just milking it. Look at this. Classic. Just another porn stash. Should go back and count how many porn stash we got. This is kind of that that's more like kind of a modern day beard, I guess. I didn't realize this was on there. And Dave Tomlin. Look, I didn't recognize this when I was going through it before. Look how freaking much this guy is choking up. What is he, like T-ball? Gene Richards. Look how far he's choking up. Somehow, his rookie year, this is rookie card, he hit 5 jacks. Mike Champion. I don't remember a couple of these cards being in there before. That's funny. Padres were a young team. Except for this goober. Alright. Babochinko. Another Gene Richards. Joe Rudy. Another porn stash. For the Angels, for the most part, in this 78 top set, I mean, you know, Joe Rudy's kind of got his Joe Dirt one going on, but Terry Humphrey, other than that, not a whole lot of porn stashes going on. There's Machete again. This guy looks like he's 60. I mean, seriously. Of course, well, hell, he damn near was. But no, seriously, he was born in 43, so this picture was taken, this is 78 top, so this was taken, what, in 77? That's how they did it back then. Oh, offer up. Anybody hear that cha-ching? He was only 34 years old. 34 back in the 70s. You look like you were 104. Cards by the Brady Bunch. This guy's pretty impressive right here. Tony Salita. Look at this. He was the very first player to hit 3 jacks in Anaheim Stadium. Turned the trick for the Royals. So he wasn't even playing for the Angels. What are you doing right now instead of watching this video in the chat? He had 1 at-bat with the Yankees. Well, don't know what happened. Wasn't a hit. Oh, John Montefiusco, yeah. There might be one of him in here. There's another Bobby Grich. Ah, look at here's Dave LaCroix. Or LaRoche. Huge, just huge glasses. All glasses team. Oh, there's Lyman Bostic airbrushed. Dyer Miller. That's just a pathetic excuse for a pretend throw. I mean, that's horrible. Dave Garcia. Looks like he's got a mouthful of mashed potatoes. Must be Thanksgiving. What's up, Julian? Minor league batting record, so Garcia never even made it. He did hit 167 jacks. Wow, there's a couple of years there. He hit back-to-back 20 home run years for Dave Garcia. 167. I forget what Crash Davis record was. Got a lot of 78 in here. Ah, look at this. Mario Guerrero. And you got Henry Cruz. And here's another guy, Ralph Garr. This guy looks like he should be drawing Social Security. 78 tops. But look at this. Nah, he's only 32. Jeez. Wow. Crotch Weiniger, Gene Mock, Amos Otis. He had a long career, I think. Man, not as long as I thought. He did hit 26 jacks for the Royals in 73. Hasler. This guy, I can't get it. How in the hell do you pronounce his last name? Joe Zadib? Gar, ex-Brave. I mean, look at his hat's like it was folded in his... Yeah. Looks like buckwheat or something. Look, he's got rubber bands on his arm. It's just... He's an outfielder. Let's take a look at the back here. Well, hell, this is his rookie card. He batted .297 in 195 plate appearances, had 2 jacks. He platooned in left field. Enjoyed a solid rookie season throughout. 7 runners. Oh, wow. Zadeb? That is one of the goofiest last names I've ever seen. I'm sorry if you have that last name. Look at this. Here's another one. Huge, huge glasses. This guy looks like he's working in Apple computers back when they worked 25 hours a day. Good old Lamar. He looks just like, dude, I'm taking this downtown. No matter if my hair's sticking out of the batting helmet or not. This was always the worst stinking ass card to get when you were a kid. You know, you plop down 50 cents. 50 cents, you get 15, 16 cards, whatever it was. And this is the freaking last card. You didn't want a checklist. Oh, I used to hate that. Yeah, damn checklist. Give me a break. Rip off. Larry Dierker, wasn't he on, was he on Baseball Tonight? Jim Clancy, look at this. GQ. Hey, look at me. Look what I can do. Roy Howell. Hit 10 jacks in 77. Jerry Johnson. Man, this guy must have got lit up because a 4.31 back then was pretty crappy. On the 4. Look at the old Astros unis. This is... Who coached? Wait, who did I met? Oh, yeah. Who was I at? Yeah, Larry Durker. Yeah, I think so. These old Astro unis, they are so freaking ugly. They are cool. Like the hats, too. Didn't they go back to these last year in the World Series or last year's season? Look at this. Get a haircut, hippie. Like I never had long hair at some point. Milt Wilcox. Alright, Ethan, peace out, bud. Look at Milt. Yep. Now here's a guy going back and looking at the video. Bill Bonham. Has anybody... Oh, damn it. What's the name of that? Just One of the Guys. Movie that came out in like 85, 86. It had... well, it had to have been after Karate Kid, so maybe 87. It had Johnny Lawrence. Come on, what's Johnny Lawrence's real name? It was... in the movie, he was... damn it. I can't think of it now. The movie was Just One of the Guys. Johnny Lawrence was he was a high school bully. He always played the bully, high school bully, and then this was the guy that stood up to him at the big old dance at the end, the big old prom or luau or whatever freaking dance they were at, and his name was Rick Morehouse in the movie. Rick Morehouse, God, Greg Tolan, yes, Greg Tolan. Johnny Lawrence played Greg Tolan, and Rick Morehouse, never knew who the actor was. This guy looks just like him. If you look up Rick Morehouse on Google, Just One of the Guys, dead ringer. Trust me. Hey, here's a Hall of Famer. Burt Beholm Blyleven. Chimp Summers. Oh, another checklist. And Beyonce Knowles' dad right here, Daryl Knowles. Beyonce Knowles, popular singer, I think. Dwayne Kuiper. I wish I would have looked at the back of his card when I went through this. This guy had been one of the weakest hitters of all time. Look at his stats. Well, this doesn't even cover it. Come on, zoom. Zoom, please. Zoom, party of one. There we go. Look at this. They even put on here, not known for his power, Dwayne connected for his first Major League homer in 1977. I bet he probably hit it down the line, 300 down the line, and went 300 and a half feet. Led all American League second baseman in fielding. Had 5 hits in one game, 279 hitter. Oh yeah, Kent Tekulve. There might be one in there. Look at this, 1 jack, and I think that might have been the only one he ever hit. Pat Dobson, come on, dude. Just here's another guy. He looks. He's a 20-game winner in '71 with the Orioles. It's probably when Jim Palmer was there, and was it Steve Stone or somebody like that? I don't remember. They had another 20-game winner, I believe. There's another guy. He was born in '42. Another guy. He's 30. You know, when this picture was taken, and way older than that. Larvell Blanks. I think he had a couple. Nope, never mind. Let's go through these quickly. Jamie Quirk, Moose Haas. Both these guys ended up playing with the A's. This card just sucks right here. I mean, Stone Cubs, wasn't he? I don't remember, dude. Terry Harm. I mean, not a whole lot of thought went into. All right, it's like, all right, Terry, we got to take a picture of your butt. So not your butt. You might as well be. Look at this. Collar is all just jacked up. He's like probably wanting to know, I don't know. Career Philly though, so anybody from Philadelphia remembers this guy. Here's another guy, 4 jacks and 1,125 plate appearances. A capable pinch hitter. Everybody's capable. You just get a bat and you go out there. I mean, what was this guy kept around for? Sponsor, son? Steve Dunning. I don't remember him. I don't remember the name. Dale Unser. That's Al Unser's son. Another guy. He was around for a minute. Don't remember the name though. Of course, I was only 2 when '78 was out. This cracks me up. Biff Pocoroba. Biff Pocoroba and Buzz Capra. This guy right here. This guy takes the cake though. Roll into office. I mean, it looks like a bee stung him in the face. He's got the old Michael Strahan going. I mean, and his name, rolled into office. Oh man, that's funny. He was an everyday. He looked like an everyday player though. Roll into office. Go into these, man. I don't know this guy. This is just, I mean, look up here's another one. Google Oak Ridge Boys. Look at the lead singer. Don't know his name. I just know how annoying they were when I was growing up. This is a spitting image of the lead singer of the Oak Ridge Boys. Dude, how was this ever attractive? I'm not trying to turn this into a beauty contest. That's just horrible. And then you got Brian Dennehy, Noel Nelson Bryles, Roland Lawrence playing for the Falcons. Oh, that's nice. They are Roland and Rollins. Tony Muser looks like he had a little Judy. Yeah, because here's another guy, not known for the power. Well, this is funny. Tony hit game-winning homer for Orioles as club defeated Brewers September 13th, 76 in Milwaukee for his lone homer that year. Scott McGregor, he was a good pitcher. Here's another one I missed out on. This guy right here, Larry Harlow. I mean, doesn't that look like Keanu Reeves? What is this, a replacements baseball edition? This must have been this fool's rookie card. Highly regarded outfielder with an exceptional throwing arm. Yeah. Sid Mung Willoughby. Alright, let's briefly go through these so we can get on to some new stuff. And I have not looked at them in months. This one cracks me up too. Like, come on, you really gonna... Couldn't you take this pullover off? Was it... It couldn't have been cold. You guys, come on, this is spring training. It's not cold. Same with this guy. Here's another one. These are more like... these are probably contemporary for the time. These glasses, but they still are... I mean, they suck. I'm not gonna lie. And then Tom House of Pain here. Shadow lurking. He's got the porn stash and the glasses. I mean, he's got the Kip look going. Trying to lose weight, yeah. That's back when spring training. Oh, look at this. This looks like a freaking high school portrait. Jim Todd, the guy with 2 first names. Bounced around Cubs, A's, and back to Cubs. Look. ERA of 9. You kidding me? 31 innings, and he gave up 31 earned runs. Obviously, his ERA is 9. What a fool. He only struck out 17. That's just god-awful. What was this guy doing around? Oh, my God. What? Look at this line right here. Jim joins Mariners for 1978 with reputation as being one of baseball's most outstanding relief pitchers? According to what? Well, 77 he sure as heck wasn't. Bob Stinson. This guy looks like he's another guy. Mouthful of mashed potatoes. Must have helped him in 77. He hit 8 jacks. You all have no clue how flipping happy I am. Hey, what's up, Mike James? What is this? Back at you, man. What is the avatar? That's not Slipknot, is it? You're changing the avatar more than I am these days. Not avatar, whatever you want to call it. Picture. Glenn Abbott. This guy looks like he should be a folk singer. I bet you anything he's from the Midwest. Well, South, Little Rock. Fallout games. So. I don't know anything about that, man. Looks kind of cool, though. Look at this. Here's another guy. Freaking Slick Rick, you know. Ooh, yeah, look at me. Jackie Brown. With the Spose. I suppose he hung around. Ken Brett. George Brett's brother. That's all he had said about him. Brother of George Brett. KC third baseman. Brian Downing. Look at Brian Downing's glasses. But I am a mod for a live stream for the game. You have no idea the things I've seen. But baseball are so nice. Yeah, we're going to go through the 80s now. I don't know what fool did this. This is the second card I've seen this on now that I didn't notice going through it. And I did that video. I filmed that video at least a couple months ago. Tucker Ashford. That almost sounds like a new contemporary name. Tucker Ashford. Randy Jones. Mark Rabin. Kind of looks like, maybe not. Kind of look like Wally Joyner. There's old Bobby Gritch. Eric Rasmussen, porn stash, just Mountain Dew for me. That's my. Yeah, I know. Mine. I've been playing with mine to get a different one. Get my damn mug off of there finally. This guy is. I don't know. Chris, take a nap. He looks a little on the stalkerish side. Did win 14 games in 78 with a 4.21 ERA. I like this one, though. Roger Hornsby, Ty Cobb. Record holders. There's the good old Billy Almond. They moved him over to third base. Well, what was wrong with second base? Gene Tennis. Dave Roberts again. Dave Roberts was, I believe, this is the same Dave Roberts that was on Baseball Tonight for a long time. Look at old Jerry Turner. Yeah, the old sports card video didn't get a lot of views, so maybe it'll take. Oh, do you guys know who this is? Oh, how did I miss this the first time? How did I miss Pete Vukovich? John, I know you got to know who this is. Yeah. All right, Mike, you know. Well, yeah, he was. Wasn't he a Mariner at one point? And a Brewer? You guys know who this is, right? Please tell me you guys know who this is. Started with the White Sox. Brewer before he did come over. Yes, he was with the Mariners, right? Yeah. All right. John, you know who? You know what he's known for? Take a look at this face right here. And instead of a Cardinals uniform, picture a Yankees uniform. And instead of pitching, picture him batting. Uh-oh. Thought you guys might have known this one. It was a movie. Yankees. Yeah, I don't doubt he pitched like a crazy guy. He was a position player in a movie. Uh-oh. Mike James knows? Yeah, movie. Yeah, he's older than the movie. You guys know what movie? We got a winner. Major League. This is, what was his name? Stu Haywood, first baseman for the Yankees. This is who played him. Pete Vukovich. I don't know how I missed that the first time. He definitely put on some weight for the role, though. Looked beefier, and he actually had a pretty darn good swing. Well, in here, he's 215. He's not no slouch, especially for 70 standards. Tim Johnson, Steve Kemp, Rich, Alan Bannister, Don Kessinger. Ooh, look at that career. Yeah, he actually got to talk in the movie. Wow, Don Kessinger had a pretty decent career. Up to this point, he was 91 hits away from 2,000. Thormadge guard. Freddie Patek, little scrappy player. Ray Burris, he's just happy to be there. That almost looks like the dad in American Pie. Daryl Knowles now supporting Porn Stash. Must have got talked into it by Beyonce Knowles. Ted Cox. Yeah. Alright, well, guess what, guys? It is now on to the 80s. It's time to look at the 80s cards. It only took, what, half an hour to get here. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not as excited for this as I was the 70s, obviously, but let's see what we got. Let's do it. Let's move that camera over just a tad. There we go. There's that John D'Aquisto, Porn Stash guy. Mickey Lolich. Let's go back. This is 1980. Another. They were heavy there for a good. What was it? 74 had the pennants like this. 77 kind of had the pennants. 1980. Big rookie card in here was Ricky Henderson. Yeah, I know this must have came from a fan that was a Padres fan. Collector that liked the Padres, because there's a crap load of Padres cards in here. Too bad there wasn't Winfields or the Wizard. 1980. That was Ricky Henderson. Who else was in 80 Tops? Oh, 80 Tops. Dave Stieb, pitcher for the Blue Jays. Pretty decent pitcher. After that, I'm kind of drawing a blank. Alright, let's just go through them. Mickey Lolich. There's that Eric Rasmussen guy again. Hey. Not getting any better. Major League debut. Was with the Cardinals and he shut out the Padres on a 7-hitter. Paul Dade. Up all night. Sleep all day. Yeah, he bounced around. Steve Murrah. Mickey Lolich. Paul Dade. Yeah, there's this Jerry Turner character again. There's Fred Kendall again. Aren't you happy? Like on something? Yeah. Probably. Bob Shirley. He even looks a lot happier in this picture than he did. Yeah, what year was it? I'm not going to go through it. The other card I have, I'm pretty sure it was 78 Tops. Yeah, no Winfields yet. Bob Tolan. Kind of looks like the Wizard's cousin. '86 homers, but man, he didn't, for the last like 4 years, he hasn't done crap. Why is he still there? The old money? Look at Rick Miller. Guarantee you this was just a straight pop-up. 18 Jacks. He had a grand slam. There's that Mar Redmond guy. Come on, dude. Look. You look. Watch the bat hit the ball. I bet he's not even squishing the bug. Yeah, Winfield was a stud. Porn stash alert. Rusty Torres. Rusty Torres. Here we go with the stupid callers. Is the old Candlestick Park. Ed Halicki. Ed Hadalicki. He had a one-hitter. Wow. Victimized Mets and superb no-hitter for the Giants. Holy crap. How come I never heard of this guy before? The old second worst thing to get in a checklist, and you got him. Oh crap. And it didn't matter because you got him in every single pack. Was the inevitable card with the wax stain. And that was the case for this Ed Halicki card. This is crazy though. Victimized Mets and superb no-hitter for the Giants. 75, and then in 78, one-hit shutout. How did he do it for the Expos when he's with his Giants the whole career? Pitched one-hit shutout for the Expos at Candlestick. Well, that was an error, but that never got corrected. Then he had a 3-hit shutout. So he was four outs away from 3 no-hitters in his career. I've never even heard of this guy before. Huh. Second base, kick up a teapot. Wait, what? Is it true a second base or shortstop kick up a teapot out of counts? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I attended 2 games. My very first Major League game was in 89 at Candlestick, even though I am an A's fan. Will Clark hit a 2-run homer that day. Mitchell almost hit one to straightaway center. Kevin Mitchell. Back when he had a lot of pop in his bat. Sorry about the focus stuff, guys. And then I didn't go again until I think it was 98. I think it was Gwynn's last year. Tony Gwynn's last year. I want to say he had a 4-hit game. It was at least 3. I'm almost positive Barry Bonds struck out 4 times, and I know for a fact, and I can't remember his name, If you look up 4 strikeout innings, because there hasn't been many. Dang, I can't remember the guy's name, but he threw hard. He had 4 strikeouts in 1 inning. The inevitable checklist. I guess at least they're not all marked up. Bill Travers. Ron Reed. Dan Schatzeder. Here's the Angels. Jim Fregosi was the manager. Don Ace. Ace. Was he the ace? Nope. 9-10 with a 4.82 ERA. Getting tired of saying Bobby Pornstache Gritch. Oh, here's a guy, man. Frank Tanana. Been at Dodger Stadium if it's still the same old one twice. Yeah, they're still at Chavez Ravine. Frank Tanana. Here's a story about Tanana if you guys don't know. He started off as a flamethrower lefty. Jacked his arm up, and for the rest of his career, let's take a look. Does they have strikeouts? Yeah, look at, see? First full season, 180 strikeouts. Then he went to 269, 261, 205, and then somewhere in there, maybe it was, no, this was a full season too, but it went down to 137, so maybe somewhere in between here. The old Kingdom. Somewhere in here he had arm trouble and he became a location Jamie Moyer type pitcher. But for a few years there, I mean, he was dealing. If he would have played on a better team. Too bad. Let me take a closer look at this card. No, that's it. That's spring training. Jamie Moyer. Dave Frost. Are you even looking where you're throwing, bud? This guy's got to have horrible stats. He has horrible mechanics. 16-10, 3.58 ERA. I guess I should shut up. Dan, have you driven a Ford lately? That's his best Reggie Jackson impression. Before there was Reggie Jackson, there was Dan Ford. Yeah, he hit 21 jacks. Another guy I don't remember. Brian Down. How in the hell did he do this? Huge specs while catching. You would never see that today. Not in a million years. Looks like his name is Tryin' Drowning on the... Unless it's a Stanger SUV. That's funny. Brian Downing. Tom Donahue. He looks like a sponsor son. Catcher, so he didn't get much playing time because Brian Downing had that sewed up for the Angels. Jim sets the bar real low. 10 and 12. So. Here's old Mike Trout. Mike Brown Trout. Yep, 1980 was signature cards. I love when people try to say, oh yeah, like on OfferUp or whatever, oh, I have an autograph card, and you see it's like 1980 or whatever year else they had the facsimile signatures, and it's like, you just shake your head. What was it, 82? I think 82 had them too. He looks like a fan, yeah. It's a ball hawking. He had 11-8 record the year before. Van Morrison's brother, Jim Morrison. Look at this GQ. I did hit 14 jacks in 79 and only 240 plate appearances, so not too shabby for those days. Fred Howard. Milt May. It's interesting. I don't know if it's because the I follows the M here and the A follows the M here, but his M here and his M here look completely different. Does this guy have like multiple personalities? I don't get it. Been around for a minute though. Look at this guy. Francisco Barrios. The Barrio. Ese. Look at this crap. Let's see. Wow. Wow, he pitched a 2-hitter against the A's in '78. Fran Tarkenton. Ken Crevis. There's another guy. This is like, I got a jersey. I'm gonna go watch the game. I'll be back later. 15 and 13. 3.74 ERA with the White Sox. Mike probably gonna trim this porn stash at some point. Hopefully. 3 and 8, 3.89 ERA. Ho hum. Ah, there's old Rusty Torres again. Bob Stinson with the Mariners. Daryl Jackson. He just pops out in this photo here. Glenn Borgman. Yeah, don't even know why he had 2 years in which he contributed quite a bit. Yeah, you gotta love the White Sox unis. Alright, breed all by themselves. Alright. John Castino. This guy looks like he's 7. How old was he here? This was 78 born. Yeah, he was 26, 25 probably when it was taken. He had a promising rookie year, it looks like. Batted .285 with 5 jacks, 52 runs batted in. Pete, where the red fern grows. Hal McRae. Oh man, this was the year 1980. As much, you know, George Brett. I'm pretty sure it was 1980. George Brett being my favorite batter, but Hal McRae should have won the batting title in 1980. 79 batted .288. At this point, he was a .280 hitter, career hitter. Craig, this is Wilt Chamberlain's brother from another mother, Craig Chamberlain. Looks like he was pretty tall, but not quite as tall as Wilt the Stilt. Let's see. 6'1". Yep. Clint Hurdle. These shots like this always make him, it seems like, oh man, he's about to freaking hit 40 jacks a year. Well, let's see. Yep, he hit 6. 15 in his career. This is interesting though. Became youngest player in Royals history when he made his big league. When he made big league at the age of 20. Got called up. Huh. Pretty good, Clint Hurdle. Yeah, perfect hurler name, yeah. Floyd Bannister. I remember him being somewhat decent. Maybe not 10 and 15. Mike Flanagan. Ah, nice cutting flaw here. Ah, here's when he started coming to his own. I mentioned this in the 70s card lot. 23 game winner in 1979. Was deprived of a no-hitter with 2 out in 9th inning versus Indians, but still won the game. There, rejoice, he still wins. Oh, look at this. Don Zimmer. Where's Pedro Martinez to push him over again? Ah, here we go. Well, let's see. This kid didn't have Jack Brohammer, Dennis Eckersley, Fred Lynn. He was Jim Rice. He was missing all the big ones. That's funny. He's missing all the big names. He did have Louis Tiant, though. Mike Torres. He did have Yastrzemski. That is hilarious. Zimmer. He looks the same. Yeah. Somebody should have Martinez. Yeah, I know. You guys see Pedro Martinez, though, in Family Feud? It was hilarious. Wait a minute. This is, well, Yeah, this is 79. What is this doing here? This is supposed to be over here. I got ripped off on one. Bob Montgomery. I don't know what he's doing in the on-deck circle without a batting helmet. Yeah, another guy was like, what are you doing? Butch Hobson. Whoa, look at this. This is interesting. He hit 30 jacks in 1977, 17 and 78, and 28 and 79. So this guy had some pop. Bill Campbell. Earl Campbell's brother from another mother. Ah, the Eck. Nice. The Eck when he was a starting pitcher. His stats were pretty decent. He had 20-game winner in 78. Pitcher of the year at Cleveland. That's a hell of a. It's a hell of an honor. Well, I won Rookie of the Year as a pitch. I was a pitching Rookie of the Year for my team. Come on. So we got the Eck. Larry Harlow, Bobby Grich. So much for these. And here's another one. So much for these Angels pitchers and no porn stash. Ah, Willie Aikens. Clay Aikens' older cousin. Yeah, some miscut cards in here. Wow, homie hit 21 jacks in 79. Alright, Ken Singleton, we saw him a couple times in the 70s. 35 jacks for him in 79. 111 ribbies. Definitely a guy with some pop. Ah, Rick Dempsey. Looks like some sort of sacrifice bunt, perhaps. Rick Dempsey. Earl Weaver was the manager. Well, there's Eddie Murray right there. Ripken still not there. He's a couple years away. There's Ricky Skaggs' brother, Dave Skaggs. Again, Omar Moreno. I love those Pirates unis. Manny Sanguian. Love those unis. There's a guy. There's another Michael Strahan. There's another guy. He was around for a minute. By when this card was released, 1,488 hits, 297 career hitter. Enrique Romo. We got Nelson Norman. I hate these Rangers uniforms. Willie Montanez. This guy's been around for a minute. Wow, he hit 30 jacks and 71 with the Phillies. Huh. Mike Jorgensen. As we get more into the 80s, then I'll start recognizing a lot more players. Alright, there's quite a few 80 tops. So far, Eckersley's been the Jay Johnstone. Didn't he have his own show on ESPN in the 80s after his playing career? Or am I full of it? Angels, White Sox, A's, Phillies, Yankees, Padres. Mickey Lolich. Hey, Bert Camperneris. There's a good one. Ooh, two of them. Twins. Campy, longtime A. Definitely had his most success there. 258 hitter, but he did have 2,129 career hits. Going into that 1980 season. 1980. The Phillies were the champs in 1980. Beat the Royals, I believe. This guy just hasn't learned how. It's all about choking up for. He must be 150. I bet you. I gotta go through this. I have to do it with this guy. Hold on. Padre shouldn't be too hard to find. Where are you at? Gene Richards. Come on. Alright, other stack. Yeah, I remember having some sort of show. Here we go. Gene Richards from 78. Man, looked like he aged. But look at the choke up though. I mean, I can't get over that. It's like it's a double-edged lightsaber or something. I don't know. Like he's Darth Maul. What do you guys think? I'm gonna say 160 pounds. Alright, let's do. Alright, this is 78. Really 77, but 78. 175 pounds. That was after his rookie year. Let's see what he did the next 2 years. He didn't put on any weight. He's 175 pounds, and he's actually a full-time player for the first 3 years of his career. Huh. Casey tarred and feathered. Was tarred and feathered? You mean the Pine Tar George Brett incident? I think that one was, I think the Pine Tar was 81. That's funny because they didn't really I remember when I was a kid and he was my favorite player and I hadn't seen that yet, and then because back then it just wasn't, that kind of stuff wasn't readily available, but thinking, oh man, my favorite player, he was a cheater. You put pine tar in it, must have made the ball travel further, and not realizing that that was just some stupid ass rule from 1904 or something. Didn't want the balls to get all dirty because we only had so many. How that remained a rule, and it's kind of interesting because that was 81. I wonder, there had to been some old timer in the Yankees dugout or something that caught on to that. I don't know the story. Yeah, pine tars everywhere, batting helmets and all that stuff. There had to been an old timer in coaching staff or something at the time that caught on to that. There's old Billy Almond still there. Still not doing a whole lot. Yeah, that was great. Who was managing the Yankees then? Steve Murrah. Yep, with the plate. Kurt Bavacqua. No way. This is one of them. Kurt Bavacqua. Was it Billy Martin? Well, no wonder. Makes sense now. Kurt Bavacqua. Here's another guy that's like, don't get it. This fool, I'm pretty sure too. I'm pretty sure he played quite a bit into the 80s. I think he had another stint back with the Royals. He played with them in 74 for a minute. Kurt Bavacqua. Yeah, I don't have it anymore, but one of the very first VHS tapes I had was him doing some sort of seminar and trying to teach you how to play, and the whole time the camera is just shaking. I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Paul Day, you've seen him. Johnston again. Campy. There's Mr. Jones. I mean, Randy Jones. Fernando Gonzalez. Porn Stasharoo. Oh, Winfield. Nice. Very cool. It's go back to Fernando for a second. Okay, second's over. Dave Winfield. Oh, and look who's after him. I mean, he's bent to hell, but Rod Carew. Wow. Nice. Winfield had a career year in 1979. 34 jacks, 118 ribbies. 308 average. Dave Winfield, and you could not like Dave Winfield. How tall was he? 6'6"? Yeah. 220. And then we got Rod Carew. This car has seen better days. That was 79 was actually his first year with the Angels. It's crazy to think he only had. I think he'd have more hits by now. 2,215, but 333 career hitter. Look at this, all 77 homers, 777 RBIs. They have a set of all-star, all-time cards, like shows the players' full stats. I'm sure with what the card makers do nowadays, I'm sure they have them. Yeah, 2 in a pack, that'd be sick. So, man, that was a good pull. So it went from Eckersley, Winfield, Carew. 1980 was pretty good so far. Milner, 16 and 60. That was 79. That was the year the Pirates won the World Series. We are family. Jim Anderson. Looks like a pigtail or something there. Parker wannabe. The Cobra, Dave Parker. There's Don Ass again. Or Ace, whatever. Bobby Grich, so tired of seeing him now. Milner, Chris Knapp. Here's that guy that I said was like stalkerish. Holy and Arn. Yeah. He was the 5th horseman. Holy and Arn Anderson. That's funny. Chris Knapp. Been taking a nap in 79 with that 5.51 ERA. Larry Harlow. There's that Dave LaCroix again. Or LaRoche. Dave Frost, not looking where he's pitching. Redeman, not looking where he's... Look at this. Dave Frost, not... They'd be great against each other. And at bat, Dave Frost not looking where he's pitching. Merv Redmond not looking to see the ball hitting on the bat. Are these flare cards? The Nature Boy. Ah, John Montague, man, looks like hard day. It looks like he's probably working at Cragen or something. Pep Boys. Maybe slinging tools at what was the tool back then? Oh crap. The Handyman. Let's see. Yeah, not a whole lot. Here's Grich again. There's Harlow. There's Akins. Mark Clear. I think he was tall. 6'4", yeah. 11 and 5 that year. Here's a good one. Carney Lansford, former A. Carney Lansford had a great career. See, at this point, 291 hitter. One of the more underappreciated players of, obviously, going into the last couple of years of the 70s, but the 80s, definitely underappreciated. And more Padres like didn't he manage Lansford? I don't know if he managed or not. These guys right here. I mean, come on. Mark Lee. Look at this dude. What is that? That's something on the card? Nope. Is that something attached to his face? I don't know. All I know is he's got this hair is just something else, and the stash and the yeah, he was better known probably with being on the A's during their World Series runs. Mark Lee. Oh, well, there's the Padres team card. Jerry Coleman. Let's see, where's the Wizard? The Wizard. There he is. Bam, right in the middle. Ozzie Smith right there. There's Winfield right there. So, two future Hall of Famers, Ozzie Smith, Dave Winfield, and you can't miss Jerry Turner. And right next, where's the guy that chokes up? That has to be him. How many porn stashes? Can't tell. 1, 2, 3, including the trainers and coaches. 4, 5. I think he has 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 porn stashes. Hitting coach after getting fired from the Giants in 09. He never went there. That was his own downfall. Eddie Jones, we've seen these guys already. Billy Allen again. Dan Briggs. Porn stasher. Hit 207. Almost under the Mendoza line. Jim Barr's like he's straining for, you know, something. Miller, Billy Douche, Bill Faze. He got braces? Has he got braces? Looks like it. Wow. Nah, he's weak. Alright. Gene Richards again. Blah, blah, blah. Bobo Chinko. Looks like a pickoff move. He's not throwing it home. He's not pitching it. Dan Briggs, Kendall. Alright, we've seen all this crap. Glenn, Gene Richards, Faye, Briggs, Donnie Ford, Harlow, Redmond. We've seen all this crap already. Ah, there's Joe Rudy. Another former A. Well, at this point, Carney Lansford wasn't a former A. Wasn't that was Billy Ullman. I love Wikipedia. Joe Rudy was still contributing with the Angels, but definitely more well known with the A's. Choke up a lot, yeah. Probably struck out a lot. Bob Tolan, Rick Morehouse, and Greg Tolan. Are you on, Mike, are you on Google right now? You got to do this. Something I talked about a little while ago. You got to do this if you're on there. You have to do this. Go to Google, click on images, and then, let me find him. Going back to the 70s again. Come on, where you at, homie? Not in there. Oh, here we go. This guy. Look up Greg Tolan under images. Greg Tolan. I don't know the name of the actor. Greg Tolan, one of the guys. The movie was one of the guys. This is a spitting image of him. Geronimo. Gotta have you verify that though. Let the cards fall where they may. Spitting image of Rick Morehouse. Did I say Greg Tolan? I meant Rick Morehouse. Rick Morehouse. Just one of the guys. Just one of the guys. This is Rick Morehouse. You guys ever seen that movie? Or anybody who's watching after this, I doubt you're going to get to the hour and 5 minute mark. Greg Rowland. It was Greg Rowland? I thought it was Rick Morehouse and Greg Rowland. I thought it was Greg Toland all these years. That movie came out, I think it was after Johnny Lawrence or William Zabko, whatever his name is, was in Karate Kid. Just one of the guys, and it came out before the Karate Kid. Damn. Yeah, but does this not... Did you find Rick Morehouse? And if so, isn't this Rick Morehouse? Right? This is Rick Morehouse, right? Waiting on confirmation. Just one of the guys. That was a good movie. And Rick Morehouse on the movie tells us, you are saying the characters, I don't know his real name, but his name in the movie was Rick Morehouse in Just One of the Guys. He has a great line towards the end of the movie. Where do you get off having... No, I can't say it. Can't say it. William Zabka was Greg Toland. Yeah, see, it was Greg Toland. Rick Morehouse. Clayton Roner. I still don't even know who it is. Alright, John. I still don't know who this Clayton Roner is. But doesn't he look... Oh, crap, where'd he go? There he is, Bill Bonham. Bam. Now remember, you got to be looking at images from the movie. He is a Western actor. Clayton Roner. This is Rick Morehouse right here. Alright, waiting on confirmation from Mike if Bill Bonham looks like Rick Morehouse. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, 3 times, but too fast for the chancellor. Oh, okay, I haven't even seen it. Did I miss it? Yeah, I don't see it on my end. That's funny. Alright, moving right along. 81 Donruss, the very first year for Donruss. Yeah, he looks a lot like him, huh? It's crazy. I mean, judging by that one picture. 81 Donruss, the very first year. Topps really had some... Because too fast. Okay. First year Topps had some competition. On the scene was Donruss and Fleer. There's... couple Donruss and a few Fleer. Obviously 81 was rookie deprived. I think we had a Kent Herbeck, Tim Raines. I'm used to being a moderator and can type as fast as I want. Nice. That's all that comes to mind in 81, but here's a good old Rick Wise again, and take a look at the backs. I mean, just god-awful. And thin, too. I mean, real thin. Crap, where'd that go? Ah, there it is. You'd probably floss your teeth. I mean, roll in office, he could have no problem. Here's a guy I don't remember the name of, Jim Essien. And look at the out of focus. You think it's the camera? No. It's the picture. Rich Dower. Here's that Thad Bosley character again. This is one of the better pictures. If we can get it to focus. Hill Street Blues, Miami Vice. Yeah, I wasn't into those shows back then. Thad Bosley. What if you bought cards and what if you bought cards and you're thumbing through them, 81 Donruss, and you're like, Thad Bosley, and you look down, oh crap, that's my face right underneath his crotch. Oh crap. Not literally, but yeah, I figured he had been in some stuff. I mean, seriously. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, even this guy, look at this fool right here. Undercover, what is it, spy? Looked like it was cold as heck and nobody else. Well, actually, these two guys got shades on. I don't know. But I mean, hey guys, thumbing through some baseball cards I got, and this Donruss, this new product. I'm right underneath Thad Bosley's crotch. Cup check. Alright, here we go. 81 Fleer. There's Don Ass. Horrible, horrible, horrible. The backs don't get any better. Look at this guy. 3 and 13 in 1980. Alfredo Martinez. He doesn't know if he should be serious or smile or... Andy Hasler. Yeah, they're definitely easier to read. Hey, here's the old Carney Lansford again. Where's Carnival Lansford from? Holy crap, I didn't know this. He's born in San Jose. And home in Santa Clara. That's crazy. I didn't know that. The one thing I did know, Carney Lansford's brother Mike Lansford was a field goal kicker, place kicker for the Los Angeles Rams during their playing second fiddle streak in the 80s to the Whiners. He was a barefooted kicker too. Larry Harlow. Looking disgruntled about something. Bobby Grich. Another great Bobby Grich card. Gary Lucas. Broderick Perkins. These are great unis of the Padres and hat. Broderick Perkins. He batted, well, he only had 100 at bats, but he batted 370. Yeah, this is about the only stuff I can remember anymore. Oh, good old Chuck Baker. And he's turned into a hippie since the last time we saw him in this stack over here. He has become a bona fide hippie. Jerry Mumphrey. Looks like he slugged the crap out of this ball, but it probably was a 55 hopper to second base. And we got another look at him. Ah, Jerry Turner. He's back for more. Bill Fahey. We've seen a lot of these guys. Steve Murrah. Nothing new type. There's Turner again. Eric Rasmussen. It's like each year he gets more facial hair and his hair gets a little bit longer. Steve Yeager. Look at these progressive lenses. Fantasy League, I play fantasy football. Fantasy baseball, I just don't know any of the players anymore. Steve Yeager. Well-known catcher in terms of, I hate the Dodgers, but Dodgers history in the 70s. Here's a guy who played, he reminds me of Arn Anderson, he played forever. No, I know, they're just, I don't know what it is. I think it's going live. Yeah, Jerry Royce, what do they call him, Reese? Long career. He pitched well into the 80s as well. Apparently moved to Anaheim Hills, California to further his Bill Russell. Not to be confused with the basketball Bill Russell, basketball player. He was a long-time Dodger. 1,450 career hits. Reggie Smith. 32 Jacks and 77. Rudy Law. I fought the law, and the law won. Rookie card. Omar Moreno. It's like he's trying to show off with his bat right here. It's a problem because it did finally focus. Long career. Tommy Boggs. This is Wade Boggs' cousin. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Alright, then we're on to tops. Some more Dodgers. Maybe this Padre fan jumped ship and went over with the Dodgers. Got Rick Monday. Happy Monday. .212 career Jacks as of when this card was printed. Here's a guy that had a pretty decent career, Bob Welch. I believe he was a 89 Cy Young Award winner with the A's. He almost won 30 games that year. He was definitely on pace to. Bert Hootenanny. Steve Nikosha, putting on the gear. Tools of Ignorance. Apparently you don't have to put them on very often. I don't know. I'll have to Wikipedia that one. Here's John Candelaria. He had a decent career. 20-game winner, 20-5 and 77. 2.34 ERA. Rudy May. May I get you some new glasses? Because those suck. Craig Swan song. Leon Roberts. 22 Jacks a few years ago. Chris Chambliss. Another guy who played a long career, had pop in his bat. Another Ken Singleton sighting. Terry Crowley. Bet this guy's from like North Dakota. Oh crap, Staten Island. Never mind. Way off. Oh boy. This guy's name is Tippy. Why, he tips his pitches? Tippy Martinez. Tipsy. Maybe they meant tipsy. Getting a little tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Damaso Garcia. This is a guy that always hit for average. That was right his rookie year. Yeah, I can't hang anymore. Whew. Ah, look at this. Jim Cott. Jim Cott. Look at this. You're not even going to be able to read this. This is how long he played. Actually, he played... I want to say he played until, what, 86? At this point, 272. I mean, his arm's just barely hanging on. It's dangling, about ready to fall off. Started in 59. He played a long time. From Zeeland to Michigan. Then went on to have a long, I don't know if he still does or not, but he had a long career in the broadcast booth. For whatever reason, though, he wasn't one of my favorites, and I don't know why. Ha ha ha. Alvin, your neck of the woods. How was that? I know what that was. Alright, then we got Amos Otis. Dennis Leonard. '82 Donruss. Obviously, Ripken Jr. Coveted one out of here. Also, so many two first name. Yes, I know. There's Ivan De Jesus. Jeff Newman. Sam Mahias. Bob Baylor. Glenn Abbott. Oh, Dale Murphy. Now, arguably, Dale Murphy was one of the, if not the best player in the 80s, at least from the first half of the decade. I think eventually he'll be there. I was about ready to say off here in 81, but 81 was the strike year, so stats would be off a little bit. Hit 33 jacks in 1980. Oh crap! Lynn Cicada. You guys aren't gonna believe this. Big old glasses and flowing locks and all. You're not gonna believe this, but I lived right across the street from Lynn Cicada. I was born and raised in Merced, California, and Lynn lived right across the street. Here it is. Oh, it ruined it, man. His home. All right, so maybe it was 80. See, now that I screwed that all up. Maybe it was 83. I'm trying to remember when he moved in the neighborhood. He only lived there for, I don't know, maybe a couple seasons. Yeah, and then he later went on. He went on to play with the Yankees. Actually, this is the guy right here. Right here. They have him listed as second base. Here's another fun fact. Emerged as the Orioles' first-string shortstop last year and did an excellent job defensively. I am almost positive this is the guy who Ripken replaced at shortstop, was Lynn Cicada. Lynn went on to, I believe he helped coach the local JC here, Merced College. And then I know I went to Modesto, and I live in Modesto, California now. He coached actually the local Modesto Nuts minor league team here. He coached them for a while. Did a pretty good job. I was hoping, I don't know why. This is 82, so maybe it was 83 move. Couldn't have been. I think they messed up. Maybe we'll find another card of him. Yeah, exactly. Pat Kelly. We got, I don't know. Trying to figure out who that is behind him. Almost looks like Cops. Shortstop for Cal made his debut at that position. All right. No, I'm sure that's right. But that's interesting though, because this is 82 Donruss. And it says he emerged as the first string shortstop. That's funny. Alan Bannister. Fred Brining. Game Ripken Jr. started at third base with Lincecata. Wait, Lincecata was the starting shortstop on that day. Yep. Cool fact. Gorman Thomas. Here's a guy who had a lot of pop. Hit 45 jacks in 79. Let's see. The Brewers... They went to the World Series at 82, I believe. Who'd they play? Crap. I can't remember. Gorman Thomas. Here's Double D, Dick Davis. I'm kind of embarrassed to say, being an A's fan, Rick Monday. All right, yeah, that sounds familiar. Embarrassed to say, Picciolo. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Gotta be Italian. That first post was someone's guess to the question who played before Ripken. Let's take a look at Picciolo or Piccolo or Pinocchiolo or whatever his name is. Jeff Jones. Yummy. Let's pop a bazooka bubblegum before I throw my last warm-up, coach. Ah, it was Cicada, huh? I do remember a few things. I just saw a player that's... We got Woody. Woody Fryman. Woody Fryman? Woody Fryman? Well, if he was in Texas, got the death penalty, he would. Long career. Woody Fryman. Mark Wagner. Power Painter. Orlando Sanchez. Marty Castillo. Kevin Saucier. John Mayberry. Jim Clancy. Mayberry had some pop. Look at this. 25, 26, 22, 34. Down at 13, 23, 22, 21, 30, 17 jacks. Here's a good one. Jose Cruz. Career 281 hitter. Ty Waller. Doug Bird. Oh my God. Good idea. Doug Bird. Doug Bird and Doyle Alexander. Here's the thing with Doyle. He was traded from the Astros to the Dustin. No, here I am. Oh well, John already says it. John Smoltz. It was a trade from the Tigers. Oh yeah, there it is, Smoltz. Yep. It helped the Tigers at the time, but woo, definitely not beneficial. All right, here we go. There's Rick Dempsey again, longtime Oriole catcher. Rich Gedman. Mike Torres. Long career, look at that. Then we got Mike Squires. Doesn't look like he really knows how to field the ball. Look at those socks. Tube socks. Another weak fool from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Alright, now we're on to 83. Obviously the big rookies in 83. Cal Ripken Jr., Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn. We got Jerry Dibzimski. Oh boy. John Grubb. Alright, we got Al Pastor's brother, Frank Pastor. Ken Griffey Sr. We know where he Jr. got his smile from. There's another guy who's, I think, underappreciated card. Whoops, underappreciated player. Ken Griffey Sr. Before there was Randy Johnson, there was Randy Johnson. Wow. See a picture? Oh, I could have looked on the front. Right? No, he's a DH. That's hilarious. Before there was Randy Johnson, there's Randy Johnson. How tall was he? 6'2". Hialeah, Florida. Next up, there's Hal McRae. His 1980 batting average is high, right? Yeah, 297, was it? Oh no, was it 308 in 1982? I forget what year it was. How in the heck do you pronounce it? Onyx? Onyx? Slam! Da 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 da. Onyx. Cardona Concepcion. Figured hitting a home run was overrated. Apparently. Diamond Kings. Try to adjust it again. Diamond Kings. Steve Rogers. Oh crap, Sparky Anderson. Look at this. Taking BP. Is that Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Vacation behind him? Fun go bat. Probably corked. Obviously some great years. Come on, you focus, piece of crap. Come on. So one thing about going live, at least on my phone, I can't press. Must be the back of the card. Oh well, forget it. Randy Moffat, Little Miss Randy Moffat had a Toffet, had a bonnet. Okay, now we're getting to the Hall of Fame heroes from, I think this was 1984. There's Johnny Mize. Copyright was 83, but they came out in 84. I remember these. Trying to get the focus to work. Forget it. Anyways, Johnny Mize. There's Cy Young, who had, what do you have, 500 something wins, I think? 511. Ah, Mickey Mantle. Nice. Mickey Charles Mantle. Little Red Roughing. There's Frank Robinson. Had a very good year. I wonder if he's still the only player to be named MVP in both of the leagues. Best of my knowledge, but I don't remember. Honus Wagner. I wish this was that 1909 tobacco card. Sure wish it was. John McGraw. Christy Matheson, pitcher for the Giants. John McGraw was the manager. Oh yeah. Managed them for 30 years. Probably got buried. There's Grover Cleveland Alexander. There's Roy Campanella with 45 bats in his hands. Matheson again. The Wayner brothers. I think one of them's name was Paul. Come on, dude. Yeah, Paul. Both Lloyd and Paul. I'm down to 15%. Man, I'm not going to get to this. I'm going to have to make this into another part. Hey, there's Mickey again, Mickey Mantle. I started with almost 100%. There's Camp, Cy Young. Ah, here's some sort of goofy set. Looks like probably 83. Yep. 83 tops. There's Gary Carter. What is this? This is Drake's Big Hitters. Love the Expos unis. Robin Yount. Very good ball player. And Gorman Thomas. Ben Ogilvy. Ogilvy was a very underrated player. 41 jacks and, come on, zoom, focus, I mean. Very underrated player. Gary Matthews, another one. I'd definitely say was underrated. There's Winfield with the Yankees. Hit 3 homies. Don Baylor. Nice. He walloped 2 homers. Dale Murphy. Eddie Eat, Drink, and B. Murray. Dwight Evans. Dewey. Look at the stirrups. Okay, Berman. There's old Reggie. I don't even know why I'm showing the backs of these cards. You can't even see them. At this point, he had 464 homers. He had almost as many strikeouts as hits. And then we're on to let's see, how far does this go? Might as well get it all in, right? Let's see. '86 tops. Billy Stool sample. Dennis Lamp. Bob McClure. Terrell Porter. Played for a minute. That says tops traded here. Terry Francona. Traded from Lay Expo. The '86 All-Stars. These came in 1 per pack in the rack packs. Roger Clemens. Dwight Gooden. There's the backs of them. Copyright '87 tops. Obviously, because it's '86 All-Star game. Kirby Puckett. Another Clemens. Got Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs. Teddy Higuera, who had a couple years of being a really good pitcher in that mid-'80s. Oh crap, here is the, is this a whole set, I wonder? This is the All-Star Collector's Edition. This is what you had to send in for. They always had them in the, is this it right here? Set of 10 glossy baseball cards. Pretty sure this is how you had to get it. It was a mail-in thing. Here's, we got Schmidt, Mike Schmidt, Nolan Ryan, Reggie Jackson, Andre Thornton, Buddy Bell, went on to become a manager. There's Robin Yount, stuck in the 70s. Actually, this is only 83. There's Pudge, Carlton Fisk, Keith Hernandez, there's Yaz Yastrzemski. Hold on, I need to plug in my battery. And let's plug her in. Oh, crap. On kid duty in the morning. Alright. Alright, Mike, peace out, man. You can catch the rest of it. We're almost done here. Catch the rest of it another time. Appreciate you jumping in. Still says low battery. It's plugged in. Alright, we got Yaz. There's Lance Parrish. One of the better catchers in the mid-80s. Gary Carter. Terry Kennedy. There's Steve Carlton. Jim Palmer. Ray Knight. And Dale Murphy. So this is from '83. This is the one I looked at that thought, maybe this is maybe a set. Let's see. Mr. Briefs, that's right. Don Mattingly, Donnie Baseball, Tony Gwynn, Gary Gaetti, Glenn Davis, power hitter, home run or nothing in the mid-80s. Clemens, Dale Murphy, Sweet Lou Whitaker. Oh, wait, no, that's not Lou Whitaker. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, dumbass, I should have known. Without even questioning it. Sweet Lou Whitaker, Roger McDowell, Corey Snyder. 86 was his career, basically. Todd Worrell was, I want to say he saved like 46 games in 86. He might have been Rookie of the Year. I don't remember now. Gary Carter now with the Mets in this picture. In this card. Eddie Murray. Bob Nepper. Harold Baines. Here's another guy. He was so close to hitting 3,000 hits, but very quietly. Yeah, sure, long career helped, but definitely not as well known as he should be from his stats. Jeff Reardon, real dominant closer at one point. Helped the Twins, wasn't it the Twins? When he was the closer in the '92 or '91 World Series team for the Twins. I want to say he was a closer then. Joe Carter. Touch them all, Joe. I mean, really, even Carter himself was pretty underappreciated, I think. Dave Parker. Nice, the Cobra. There's Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs, true story. I don't know if it was every single game. But or day games maybe not, I don't know, but he ate chicken before every single game. Danny Tartable. Jim DeShays. Pretty decent pitcher for a couple of years in the mid-80s. As kind of a goofy. I don't get this one. I mean, you're a pitcher. Why showing a sack bunt? Ricky. Rob Deere. Home run or nothing guy. There's the Wizard. Dave Righetti. I'm pretty sure Righetti pitched a no-hitter for the Yankees and then went on to become a closer. I know he ended up becoming a closer, but I'm pretty sure during his brief stint as a starting pitcher, he actually pitched a no-hitter in 81 or 82, something like that. Kent Hrbek. Man, the first thing I picture with Kent Hrbek is 91 World Series, pulling Ron Gant off the bag. Keith Hernandez. Look at that first baseman's glove and the stirrups. Don Baylor getting tired of hit by pitch. Mike Schmidt. Pete Incaviglia. Holy crap, Barry Bonds. This is 87. Not gonna get it to focus, I don't think. Well, duh, right here, 87 All-Star set. Barry Bonds. Rather thin, not choking up as much on the bat. I hate those hats, are horrible. Those pinstriping around. No, he did not need it at all. Matter of fact, he might have played a little bit longer if he hadn't. George Brett, my all-time. I don't know if I can call him my all-time favorite player, but as a kid he was. Between him and Eric Chavez. Darryl Strawberry. Mike Witt. I think Mike Witt pitched a no-hitter in the early 80s. Kevin Smallmouth Bass. Always kind of reminded me of Richard Pryor. No, Andy Van Slyke doesn't care for Bonds is right. Jesse Barfield. Can you imagine if can't think of his name. Drawing a blank here. Jim Leyland. You imagine if Jim Leyland went off on Barry Bonds like he did in spring training, what was it, 91 or 92? Imagine doing that these days. Bob Ojeda. Bob Ojeda was involved in a tragic boat accident in 1992. It took the lives of two of his teammates, Steve Olin and Tim Cruz. I don't think he was ever the same, and I mean, how could you be after that? You got Cal Ripken Jr., Vince Coleman, legging out a hit. Nope. Wally Absorbing Joyner. Robbie Thompson. Oh, there's the all-time hit king, Pete Rose. First base / manager. Jim Rice, another guy. I believe a Hall of Famer now, but over 400 homers, and that didn't quite get to 500. Tony Bernazard, very good defensive. Bernazard, was he, I want to say second base. Was he second base or shortstop? Yeah, he was second baseman. Eric Davis. Looked like he was going to have a Hall of Fame career there. George Bell. Man, I got some sluggers here in the 80s. Hubie Brooks. Jack Morris. Oh man, he single-handedly won Game 7, pretty much, of the '91 World Series, and crying and all that stuff, and then he leaves his hometown to go to Toronto. Worked out though. Another World Series ring the next year. I don't remember if he hung around for '93 or not when they won back-to-back. Tim Rock Raines. Kiss. Yeah, the Expos had a pretty darn decent team in the 80s. Mark Eichhorn. We got Kevin Mitchell as a Met. Doc Gooden. And he already looks messed up. It's too bad. Doug DeCinces, shortstop, I think, if I remember correctly. Third base. Fernando Valenzuela. Yep, Eric Davis was in the same boat as those guys. There's Reggie. Johnny Ray. Mike Palirulo. Pags, this guy was another home run or nothing guy. There's Kirby. Lance Parrish. Canseco. Nice picture there. Nice card. And then we got Greg Matthews. I think wasn't he a lefty? Starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, what is this? 1984 All-Star set. $7.99. Pete Rose with the Phillies. Lance Parrish. Ball bounced off my head. Yeah. Steve Rogers. Man, he almost looks like Ben Stiller. He almost looks like Ben Stiller in Happy Gilmore. But my hands hurt. Well, that's too bad, because now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duties. Eddie Murray. Johnny Ray. Starting to see you. There's Ricky with the A's. The Dagobah system. No, Atlee Hammaker. He was the first and I think only pitcher to ever give up a grand slam in the All-Star game to Fred Lynn and were they in Cleveland, Anaheim, 81, 82. There's Boggs. Gary Carter. Jack Morris. Oh, by the way, John, I got your package. I still need to show that. Wade sent in. I have not opened it yet. My time has been so dwindled down this last month with so many different duties. There's Darrell Evans. Here's a guy, another guy. Pretty sure he hit over 400 home runs. Most people have never heard of him. A lot of pop on his bat. Ah, yeah, George Brett. There we go. Nice card. Yep, ex-Brave, Darrell Evans. There's Bob Horner, another guy. He hit a ton of homers in the late 70s, 78, 79. Ended up going to Japan. I think he finished his career in Japan, but before he did that, in 1985, I want to say it was, he hit 4 home runs in a game. Ron Guidry. Nolan Ryan. There's Winfield. The Wizard. There's Ted Simmons. 2 home runs in first game. Nice. Ted Simmons had a long career. Cardinals, Brewers. There's the Cobra. Oh no, this is not the Cobra. This is Bill Medlock, I believe. Yep. Bill Medlock. There's Tony Armas. Another guy, a lot of pop. Al Oliver. Jim Rice. George Hendrick. Dave Steve. Pedro Guerrero. There's Rod Carew again. Yes, they had a lot of good players. Steve Carlton. Dave Righetti. Darryl Strawberry. Lou Whitaker. Dale Murphy. Lamar Hoyt. Jesse Orosco. Silcooer. Andre Dawson. Robin Yount. Rock Raines, Tim Raines. Dan Quisenberry. This no doubt was in Tiger Stadium. Michael Jack Schmidt. And back to Pete Rose. Alright, we got a few more left. So we'll call it a night. Alright, this is the Star Stickers. William Davis, Jose Cruz, Detroit Tigers, Frederick Clemens. Jose Cruz. See if this card in the back shows up. Roger Clemens. This has to be from the back, yep, of the box. Stickers, stickers. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Twins, Cardinals, how convenient. Mets, Yankees, Angels, Royals, Tigers, Indians, Dodgers, White Sox, Red Sox, Orioles. Very close stickers. Cardinals, Mets, Brewers, Padres, Expos. Old school Winers. Another old school. LA Rams. Raiders, Bills, PJ, Porto. Stickers. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? They can't have the Wahoo emblem anymore, can they? Top stickers. Bo Diaz, man, he died in a freak accident in 1987-88. Adjusting or fixing, I think it was fixing satellite. I'm pretty sure it was that. I don't think he was fixing something on the roof. Satellite, and it came down and went right through his neck. Not good. Ellis Valentine. Milt Wilcox. David Cash. Lou Whitaker. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that too. Carter. Gaetti. Manny Sanguin. Sid Mung. Gary Templeton. Lee Mazzilli. These are Kellogg's. These are both Kellogg's. Like nodding off here, man. I need to call it a night. Doug DeSense's. I'm not sure where this is from. Freddie Patek. Fred Lynn. Dale Murphy. Jack Morris. Raleigh Fingers. Lee Stanton. Dave Parker. Tom Johnson. Pete Rose. Disc. Whoa. Alright, so comment down below what you think of this lot. $9.89 was the purchase price. Not too shabby, I think. Got some good cards in here. Yeah, I'd say definitely a good buy. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. It's time to hit the sack. But look to see a lot of racing coming up over this next month. Especially after the next week and a half or so. Getting back into it. A lot less stuff going on, so it should be a lot easier to get in all these races. Got to finish up with the buy-in. I like to finish that up before the end of this week, and I'd like to get more going. So if interested, just a heads up. Great way to score a lot of new cars for a cheap price. We still have the YouTube Cup and NOS Racing to get to, and continue with the King of the Misfits and all that good stuff. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.